Hey everybody, it is Jackie here. I've had a lot of questions in the past couple of days about volume. So as our team, is rapidly growing and you guys are hitting ranks, you're hitting director, you're becoming, leaders of your own. I think it's really important for you to understand about volume, about the different ways to get it, about placing things effectively, about checking your volumes on a daily basis and monitoring them so that you can, use it as motivation to really hit your ranks. So I literally, talking from my heart here. I just made myself, a little list. You guys can't see this, but of different topics to hit. But I'm really going to be talking to you guys, strictly off the top of my head. So bear with me. The first thing I want to talk about is ranks in this company. When you first come in, you're a tour taker, which means that you haven't really done anything yet. You're just kind of looking around. You've purchased products or package. You have an IBO number, but you haven't really done anything yet. After that, you become an affiliate. An affiliate means that you've earned any type of income in your back office. So someone has ordered something from your website, not, you got your tea on hand and you sold it for cash. It's something that's documented on your website. You have had at least one order, or you've helped at least one person enroll and made money off of their enrollment order. After that, the next rank, what you want to usually try and help your business partners reach, at least in the first week, is binary qualified. And what binary qualified means is that you have helped two people join the company, okay? And you've placed one of them on your left leg and one of your right leg. So if you log into your back office and you click on organization and then graphical downline light, if you don't have any spillover yet, this is what your organization is going to look like. Okay, it's going to be you at the top. It'll have your name here, and then both of these will say available if you have nobody in your organization yet. When you become binary qualified, that means that you have personally enrolled two representatives into your organization. Okay, so what that means is this person has either clicked the join now button from your website, or you've logged them into your back office and had them specifically and strategically place themselves in your organization. Okay, so when they're placing themselves, there's two ways you can do this. You can log them into your back office by giving them, your username and password, having them click on organization, then graphical downline light, and selecting the space that they want. Like I said, these will say available. So if someone clicks the available link in the box, it will take them to the enrollment form where they can fill out all their information, and it'll say sponsor. It'll have your name and then placement. If this is what your organization looks like, it'll say placement, your name, and then either L or right, whether they're on your left or right leg. So that's one way to do it, to make sure that you have placed one person on each side. And then the other way to do it is to activate the tank feature it's brand new in the company. So in order to activate your tank feature, which I recommend everybody doing as soon as they join, it's one of the first things I do with my new representatives. Right after they join, I have them log into their back office, click on view profile, and then edit profile. And then underneath where it says tax ID number, and it has the last four of either your tax ID or your social, it'll say place new reps in place new rep signups in Tank. So you want to check that box right there. And this feature, what it does is it allows anybody that joins your organization from the Join Now button on your website to be placed in this holding tank. And you are able to go in before 11:59 at the end of our pay week on Thursday night and place these people where you want them. Now, this is beneficial for two reasons. Number one, because it doesn't really confuse, the new people that are joining. They aren't as skeptical. They're already skeptical because this is something new. You've earned a lot of money very quickly. You're having them join. You don't want them to get even more skeptical about it by logging them into your back office. And they're like, okay, why can't I just click this button here like everybody else? So it allows that the ease of the new person joining without confusing them. And then secondly, it allows you to place them at the end of the week based off of where you need the volume points to maximize our compensation plan. So I activate the holding tank, and then I just have people click the join now button from my website, and I set a reminder in my phone for 11:59 p.m. Thursday night. And then I also set one around 10 p.m. so that I remember to have everybody placed. But at 11:59, I like to know everything is in order, everything is in place, and I'm good to go on the right direction to hit my goals. So those are the two ways that you can place your first two representatives that join you in your organization. But in order to be binary qualified, you have to be enrolled into the company. You have to have personally enrolled two representatives into your organization, and then place one on their left side and one on the right. Now, in order to remain binary qualified, these people need to have an active auto shipment set up for at least 40 volume points. We never want to let our minimums be our maximums. So I always tell people to set themselves up for success. 120 volume points is the most that you will ever need in this company to reach your ranks. Even if you're an ambassador, the most you'll ever need is 120 volume points. And if you are using these products the way that you should be, which is mastering and using 3 to 5 products a day to create a personal testimony, then 120 volume points should be no problem for you. If you are serious about your business, if you want to hit your ranks, then you need to pretend like you are already there. You need to, play that part until you get that part. So I use 120 volume points just on NRG alone to last me for a month. I take 2 capsules every morning and 1 at lunch to get through my busy day, to push me through my to-do list, and really get me going. So that's alone is 120 volume points, not even including the tea I need for myself, the tea I need to have in stock right here in front of me to push me to move it around. The NutriBurst that I need, not only for me, but for my 2 kids who don't like the fruits and vegetables. Then you have my Tichui that I need to build, these muscles that I'm working 5 days a week for in the gym so that I can really, not only talk about selling this lifestyle, but I'm living it. I'm a walking, talking TLC billboard. So if I have all these products laying around in my kitchen, in my house, it's going to force me to light a fire under my butt and really move them around. Okay. So we keep our auto shipment at 120 here at Fatini. And that's what you should, teach your team to do as well, because you really want to set yourself up for success with this auto shipment and this new business venture. So, okay, once you're binary qualified, we'll say here I have personally enrolled Jessica and Rachel. These are 2 of my runners, guys. So say these are the first 2 people that I have enrolled into my organization. The next thing that I'm going to be looking to do is to start calculating the volume that's coming in on a weekly basis. Now, volume, when you direct someone to your website and they order from you, this is personal volume. So this is accumulating under you. You're already getting paid 50% of it. So it's not contributing to your volume because it's under you. Now, your volume will contribute to whatever leg you are in the person above you, and the volume always trickles up, okay? So we have Rachel here. She has her auto shipment set up for 120. And for the ease of explaining this, we're going to pretend that Jess and Rachel auto shipments are always coming out on the same week, okay? So we'll say we're in our current week, which is Friday to Thursday. So this week, our pay week is October the 30th to November 5th, which is tomorrow. So we'll say that Jess and Rachel's auto shipments, for the ease of explaining this, are coming out this week, and they each have it set to 120 because they mean business. Okay. So Jessica is also referring people to her website. She's getting binary qualified, which is all bringing in volume. So if someone orders drops from her website, she's going to bring in an additional 30 points. So now she's accumulated just from her retail sales, her auto shipment, as well as her personal orders, and anybody underneath of hers personal orders, their retail sales, and their auto shipments. That's all contributing to her volume, which is all under my left leg, okay? So if Jess has 120 auto shipment, she sold 1 bottle of drops, which is 30 points, and she got binary qualified in 1 week, okay? So Jess enrolled, let's see, Marche and just enrolled, we'll say Katie. And each one of them signed up with at least the $299 package because Jessica wants to set her team up for success with the inventory that she needs to expose it rapidly. Okay, success loves speed. So Katie and Marche both joined with the 299 package, which is 250 points in volume. Okay, there's a monetary value and then there's a point value associated with every product and every package that we have. So Jess brought Marche and Katie in at the 299 package, which is 250 points in volume. And as our compensation plan allows, we get half of the volume points if someone enrolls with a package. Okay, we only get 25% of the volume points if someone enrolls with an a la carte purchase, which means they didn't order a package, they ordered either just the resolution drops, the tea and the resolution drops, individual items that they put together to form their own package. If they do that, then we only get 25% of the volume. Okay, but Jess knows that she needs to build her organization quickly and set her team up for success. So she enrolls them with the $299 package. So she gets 125 points in volume for each of these reps underneath of her. Okay. So now Katie and Marche each have 125 points in personal volume. Jess has 120 points in personal volume because her auto shipment, came in this week. It was set to come out this week. And she sold a bottle of drops. So we'll add that under there, 30 points retail commission. Okay. So if we do the math here, in my left leg, the power of residual income is now that Jess is hungry and Jess really wants this, she's out here working for herself, to build her name, build her income, and build her organization. So did I enroll Katie and Marche? No, no, no. But they are in my organization, so they are contributing to the volume. And this is powerful because I don't know Katie and Marche. I don't have to train them. That's what Jess is doing. My job as an IBO was to bring Jess in, to work closely with her for the first 30 days and really set her up as a leader in my organization so that she's hungry and is a copycat, version of me and everybody in our upline. So now Jess is on my left-hand leg. She has 120 in auto shipment plus 30 retail. So that's 150 points right there. If you add in the 250 points from Katie and Marche, that's 400 points total contributing to my left leg. I won't go into detail on the other side, but Rochelle's a rock star too. We'll say, she got binary qualified, so she starts earning residual income as well. We'll say that she has 600 points as well. Okay. Now, when we're talking volume, in order to maximize our compensation plan, we want to keep these as equal as possible. And when I say equal, I'm not talking about the amount of people in the organization on that side. I'm talking about their work ethic. Okay. So, if Jess has 400 points and she, has two people underneath of her and, they're, averaging about 400 to 500 points a week between them. And Rachelle is over here by herself and she's bringing in 600 to 800 points. Then I know when I enroll a new representative, I need to put them over here on this side so that, that my volume really averages out the same in each week because you are making, when you become binary qualified, you're making 10% of the leg with lesser volume. So in this instance, if these are our two numbers, when we check our volumes, in the morning, I'm going to be making 10% of 400 points in my binary. So that means that I am making $40 off the binary so far when I checked my volumes. Okay. Now, if I had paid a little bit more close attention and, placed some orders under this side or placed a new rep under this side so that my volume was 500 and 500, still the same amount of volume points, 1,000, but I have it, I have it spread out the way that it should be and it's more equal, then I would maximize the compensation plan more and I'd be making $50, still the same amount of points, 600 and 400 is 1,000. So because it's spread out 600 and 400, I'm only making $40. But if I had paid attention to my volumes and checked them on a daily basis, if I had to place an investment order, which we'll go over later, I'd have known that I needed to place it on this side to equal out my volumes and maximize the compensation plan. A lot of people ask me, well, how do I move this person around or how do I do this? Customer service isn't dealing with that anymore. That's why they set that tank system up. so that you are in control of where you want to place these people. So, on Thursday at 10 p.m., if you look in your back office and you see this 400 points and 600 points, um, we're not going to get into carryover volume right now, but if you see 400 and 600 points and you know that you have, 150 points in your tank from what somebody decided to enroll with, then you're going to be placing them over here so that your organization is balanced. Balance is the key here, not based off of the amount of people on each side, but based off of, what they're doing and how much volume you're bringing in. You want to check, what each person's volume is, bringing in. You can click on commissions and then click on the volumes tab. And you can actually, on the right hand side, it'll say left leg and right leg. You can actually click those numbers and see who's contributing to the volume so far for the week. This will also allow you to identify your runners, your leaders in your organization, so you know to put in more work with them. And on the flip side, this will also allow you to see, who's slacking a little bit, who's not, bringing anybody in. And you can recognize that early before someone becomes discouraged and help them out. Say, what can I do to help you? Maybe they're having fear of calling people on their list of 100. They haven't set up their launch party. They're discouraged. They're unmotivated, or there's something going on in their life that, they need a helping hand with, or a friend to ask them what's going on. So use those tools to help you see what's going on with your volumes and help you build your team. Now, I want to show you guys about Spillover real quick, which is on my list. So because we're a binary, a lot of people ask me, I see that that my placement doesn't say Jacqueline Matikas. Are you still my sponsor? And the answer is always yes. I have personally enrolled over 260 people into this organization. And with our binary system, binary means two. So you can only have two people directly underneath of you at a time, the left team and the right team, okay? So what happens when my two top front spaces are filled up? This means that now I have to place the new person that joins me somewhere in my downline in my organization. Now, this just shows you that timing and placement is everything in network marketing, okay? So, if Jess and Rachel were the first people to say yes, they're like, Jackie, I'm on board. I know that you mean business. And when you put your foot in something, I know that it's going to be great. They were the first to join me. They said yes and set themselves up for success higher in my organization. This means that everything now that happens that I do in this company is going to fall underneath of them and they are going to be compensated for it, okay? And this is what we refer to as spillover. So when I enroll Rebecca into my team, Rebecca is going to have nowhere to go but by default underneath either Rachel, Marche, or Katie. Now, this helps Katie and Marche because I don't know them. Jess knows them. They are part of Jess's organization. She's training them. But now if I decide to place someone under them because this volume is lesser on this side, they're going to benefit from it and be compensated for it once they become binary qualified. It's going to contribute to their volume, their percentage of their volume, and it's going to contribute to that whole leg. So if Rebecca joins and I decide to place her under Marche, my pen is running out of ink, y'all. Now Marche has someone in her organization. So when she logs into her back office for the first time, she's going to see this. It's going to say Rebecca and available, okay? When she logs in, this is what she's going to see. Rebecca and available. And she's going to say, who is Rebecca? I have no idea who Rebecca is. I didn't personally enroll them. I see her there. Where did she come from? And this is the power of spillover and residual income as well. This person has nowhere to go but down in my organization. So now Marche doesn't know Rebecca. Jess doesn't know Rebecca. I know Rebecca. And because by default I had to place her down here, the volume from her auto shipment, from her retail sales, and from her personal orders, as well as anybody that she enrolls into this company, is going to trickle up to Marche's volume in her right leg. And it's going to trickle up to Jess's volume in her right leg, which is going to trickle up to my volume in my left leg. That's going to help me reach my rings, okay? So this is the power of spillover. Now I want to point out something important here. When Marche logs into her back office and she sees Rebecca and available, and she's trying to get binary qualified, Rebecca does not count towards her becoming binary qualified because she did not personally enroll her, okay? So now we have Rebecca here and available here. In order for Marche to become binary qualified, she needs someone in her left leg as well as her right leg, okay? So now we have Marche here. We have an available link here. So she'll put her first representative here because she wants to equal out her volume. Her sponsor will help her do that because she doesn't know about volume and being equal. She hasn't watched this video yet. And some of the principles don't make sense because she hasn't done her initial training yet, okay? But her sponsor, it's part of her sponsor's responsibility to tell her, say, okay, you want to put your first one on this side because you want to, keep your volume equal. You aren't earning binary commission yet, but when you do start earning on the binary, you want to try and set yourself up for success by making your legs equal, okay? So we have Rebecca here, and we have an available space here. She puts her first rep here, and we'll say her first rep's name is Kathy. So this spot is no longer available, and this is what Marche's organization looks like. Kathy and Rebecca. Is she binary qualified? No, she is not binary qualified because she did not personally enroll Rebecca. So with her next representative that she personally enrolls, she needs to place them on this leg. In order to be binary qualified, you need to have one personally enrolled representative on each leg. So we have one over here, Kathy. The next one needs to go somewhere underneath Rebecca, okay? So even if Rebecca got binary qualified before Marche did, and she had two people down here in her organization, Marche would put her next representative underneath one of them, okay? So as long as you have one personally enrolled in your entire left leg and one personally enrolled in your entire right leg, you are binary qualified and you have reached your first rank of an affiliate, okay? So those are the first three ranks. After that, your next rank is going to be director, okay? Director should happen within your first 30 days, okay? It's not hard to build your organization when you have all the momentum, the excitement, and the enthusiasm from when you first join from something new, okay? So you want to take advantage of that and you want to help your team take advantage of that by staying closely in contact with them for the first 30 days, okay? So to get director, you need 1,000 points on each leg, okay? We see here that when Jess enrolled and she has 120 volume right here, she has enrolled two people at the 299 package and sold one bottle of drops, and that's already contributing 400 points in volume, okay? That's our goal, to be binary qualified in our first week. And if she's binary qualified and selling these packages the way she should be, as well as helping her team, get excited and motivated, she already has half of director points in her first week, okay? So our points flush every single week, our pay week, because we're paid weekly, from Friday morning at 12:01 a.m. to Thursday night at 11:59. That's the time you are allotted to get to these points of 1,000, okay? So you need to have 1,000 on each side. And how do you get these points right here? You're getting them from, number one, auto shipments, okay? People underneath of use auto shipments, so it's important to monitor them. Pull your downline auto shipment report and lock into your calendar every single day that auto shipments come off. So this is my calendar for some of the auto shipments that are happening this week from people in my organization as well as next week. And I have them, locked in so that I can reach out to them a week before and say, hey, your auto shipment's coming off next week. What's on it? What can we put on it, edit it, switch around to set you up for success, to help you create your personal testimony. And I want to set up another tea party with you. When can you do it so that I can put you on the books to help you? So that's what I do to help people get their auto shipment on. So the 1,000 points of volume is going to come from, number one, your representative's auto shipments in your downline. So you want to see who's whatever current week you're in, you want to see whose auto shipments are coming out that week. And you want to work with them to make sure they're still active, as well as set to 120 point volume or more, okay? So 1,000 points on each leg. Number one is coming from your auto shipments. Number two, it's coming from the reps underneath of you retail sales. This is great because it gives you the little extra push that you may need to hit your ranks. But retail sales they don't happen over and over again. So if you are reaching rank based off of retail sales, then when this week comes around in 4 weeks again and you don't have those point volumes in auto shipments coming out, then you may lose or demote your rank because it was based off of retail sales. So we really want to make this sustainable by making sure that we have our auto shipments set up to continue getting products in our organization. Okay. So it's coming from number one, people's auto shipments, number two, their retail sales, as well as number three, their personal orders. So if any representative underneath of you goes into their back office to place a personal order, it's going to contribute to the volume in whatever leg they're in. Now, if they're going into their back office to place an order, which we recommend doing if that person is trying to build their organization. If they're binary qualified and they are working toward the residual income, then there should be no reason that they're ordering as a customer from the front of the office. Okay. The 50% retail is right now money. It happens quickly, but we're working on a sustainable business. So we want to help the people underneath of us stay excited, enthused. We want to help them boost their points. So when we place an investment order because we need more products for a tea party, or because we need, one of the products that isn't available as a customer yet, like the Slim R, the lashes, the Slim PM, anything like that was available in our back office, what you can do is go down to the person that is lowest in your organization. So in this example, it would be either Kathy or Rebecca. They're the lowest in my organization. So I go in, I reach out to Marche and I'm like, hey, can you give me Kathy's login information? Or I reach out to Rebecca, who's my personally enrolled rep, and ask her for her login information. And I place an investment order, is what we call it, in their back office. So I go in and I click orders, the new orders, and then I place an order in her back office. And the difference is that if I place an order under me, I'm not being compensated for it. Remember, it just goes into my personal volume, which helps the people above me, but doesn't help me or my team at all. So if I go in and I place an investment order under Rebecca or Kathy, I'm getting compensated for it. It's being contributed to the volume in my left leg where I want it in order to equal out with this one to maximize the binary. But it's also helping Marche, and it's also helping Jess by adding volume to their legs. Remember that the volume always trickles up. And then it'll still help the person above me because it'll still contribute to the volume from the binary, okay? So that's the best way to place an investment order. And whenever you have products on hand and you sell them, you should be going back into your back office. If you sold a 4-pack of tea from tea that you had on hand, after you sell it, and of course you sold it for a little bit of profit because you had it on hand, the person didn't have to wait for shipping, they didn't have to pay for shipping. So you upsold it maybe to $60 or $70, and you made a profit off of it. So keep that profit, but then you want to reinvest back into the bottom of your organization to help build that volume into another 4-pack of tea so that you can keep your inventory up. Okay. So that's how investment orders work and why it's important. Because if I had placed my investment order under Jesse, the only person that would benefit from it was me. And we're a team. Not only am I looking to help myself, but I want to help motivate, encourage these other people in my organization so that they stay enthusiastic, so that they build that check, because that first check, every time you get a check, it's vital. That's how we measure our success in monetary value and by ranks. Okay. So it's important to help these other people in our organization reach them too. Okay. Let's see what else do I have on my list. Okay, there's 3 ways to get volume. And a lot of people got confused about this. I received about 3 calls yesterday, which I was happy about because that means that you guys are digging in, into your business and you're starting to learn more and ask questions, and I love it. Okay, so the 3 ways that you're going to get volume in your business. You can get it 3 ways. You can get it 25% of the volume, you can get 50% of the volume, or you can get 100% of the volume. Okay, how does this work? 25%. Remember in the beginning I told you, when someone decides to enroll as a representative, join your business, sign up, you are going to make either 25 or 50% of what they purchase, okay, in volume. You'll always make 50% in commissions, but you're either going to make 25% or 50% in volume of what they purchase. If they purchase an a la carte item, which is any single item that excludes the packages, then you're getting 25% of it. So if someone enrolls to your organization with $45, that is 40 points, okay? 25% of 40 points is 10 points. Now, if you are trying to reach your rank, if you are moving fast because you know the success loves speed, how many people are you going to have to enroll at the $45 package in order to reach 1,000 points on each leg? That is 100 people at the $45 package on each leg in a week. Okay, remember our points happen every single week. They flush and they start over again. So the next week, in order to maintain, you're going to have to enroll another 100 people on each leg. So that's a total of 800 people in a month at the $45 package. So that's kind of hard to do. So instead, what you guys want to be doing is working on these packages. The company put them together for a reason. They help set people up for success and they help you move a little quicker in your business. Okay. So they have the $299 package right now. They have some summer slim package. I think it's $371. It comes with 2 bottles of drops, 2 bottles of NRG, and 8 packs of tea. They have a $559 package, which includes 100 packs of tea. They have a $1,600 package, which includes 150 bags of tea. And then they have 2 multi-pack um, packages that come with, different products in it. The Love, the NutriBurst, the Chaga, the Gano, the coffee, different things packed together different ways. Now these are all packages. Anything that someone orders that is at least $100 or more is going to contribute 50% of the volume points into the binary, okay? So with the $299 package, that's 250 volume points. You'll be contributing 125 points into the binary instead of 10. Okay, do you see the difference? 10 points versus 125 points. In order to make 125 points selling the $45 package, you'd have to enroll about 13 people. So that's the difference, and that's why you should be enrolling people at packages, not only because it's going to help them with their inventory and have more of a business entrepreneur mindset, but because it's going to help you reach your ranks quicker. You want to think smarter, not harder, okay? It's going to be easier for you to enroll one person at the $299 package than it is to enroll 13 people at the $45 package. Now, I also want you guys to think about it this way. When someone enrolls into your organization, we have this fast start bonus, which is basically your bonus and your incentive for training someone. So, and for 30 days, that is how you are being compensated from them, their fast start bonus. So if you're enrolling someone with $45, then you're only being paid $20 to train this person for 30 days. Now, I work very closely with my representatives. So $20 is not going to compensate me for my time and my effort, because what this person chooses to do with this information that I'm giving them is up to them. That's not up to me. I can only give the information. So I'm being compensated to give this person this information. And, after 30 days, if they only, join with the $45 package and I was only compensated $20, they choose to quit. That's a lot of my time that I was not being compensated for. And I don't know about you guys, but my time is worth money. Everybody's time is important, and that's one thing that you cannot get back. So make sure that you are setting your team up for success and that you're setting yourself up for success with hitting ranks, with earning the money that you deserve to train new people in your organization. Am I saying don't enroll people at the $45 level? I'm not saying that. Each case is very different. And, sometimes that's all someone has. So, you're a good judge of character. Run your business how you want to, but I just want to shift your mindset a little bit to see things differently. Okay. So if someone enrolls with a package, you get 50% of the volume. Okay. Um, Now, if someone enrolls, if they place an investment order, so if you're placing an order in your back office, and that's when you're not being compensated at all on the retail side, that is when you can get 100% points of the volume. So if I'm ordering tea and I'm not doing it as a customer because I have a business mentality, I have an entrepreneur mentality, and I want to build my organization, help everyone underneath of me, as well as boost my volume that's going to be more on a residual, consistent basis, then I want to place that investment order in my back office so I get 100% of the points, okay? So if I log into Rebecca's back office here and I need another 4-pack of tea because I sold my 4-pack of tea, then I'm going to place the order in Rebecca's back office and I'm going to get the full 40 points that shift that go all the way up into my organization. So now this is going to be 440 points and this is going to be 600. Okay. So those are the 3 different ways that you can earn volume points. We talked about effective placement. We talked about investment orders. We talked about how to build in place. There's, I'm not gonna, this isn't why I did this video to show you guys how to place people, but there's tons of videos on YouTube. I don't have it downloaded on my computer where I can show you my screen and really show you how to place people. So there's a couple of videos out there that are awesome for that. So all you have to do is go into YouTube and type Total Life Changes Placement, or I'm sure that I'll be making one in the future. We talked about where does volume come from. We talked about spillover. We talked about your organization. We talked about your ranks. Okay. So everybody share this with your team. Hope it made sense. If it didn't, if you have any questions, feel free to call me or ask your sponsor. Okay. You guys have a great day.